ready to get into gear. Now, if you have not done so already, you need to make sure that your plans are also together right now. Our Chris Rogers is live at the Home Depot on Northdale, maybe. And Chris, I know a lot of people were hitting the stores today. I saw a lot of plywood in the back of pickup trucks.
Yeah, Courtney, Josh, that's absolutely correct. As you can see behind me, there's still plenty of people picking up those last-minute supplies. Managers here at this Home Depot location say a lot of those essentials are running out right now. But you mentioned those mandatory evacuations a moment ago. Today, city and county officials urging people who live in those areas to take these orders seriously. This is not the situation to take lightly.
We can replace possessions, but we can't bring anybody back to life.
Tampa Mayor Jane Castor not mincing words as people across Hillsborough County gear up for Hurricane Ian.
Window job for a friend of ours, Ben. Just covering the windows for him and make sure we get him safe.
Shelters have opened up across the county, but officials reminding people if you can get out of the area, you should.
I can't stress this enough. Evacuation shelters are a last resort. They are not comfortable places. They could be crowded, and they could be noisy.
With a significant storm surge expected, first responders are urging people to take action now.
We need to make sure that everyone understands this is not a drill. This is actual. We need to get out and prepare ourselves as well as prepare our families.
On the law enforcement front, it's all hands on deck to protect people and property.
We'll have an increased police presence, our law enforcement presence. Our deputies will be working even longer hours. Some won't be going home. We'll be housing them at our stations.
Making sure absolutely everyone hears the message loud and clear.
When it comes to the vulnerable population, those individuals that may not have transportation issues, may have some type of a special need, we're there for them as well.
The Bay Area preparing to hunker down or get out.
We expect to have to evacuate over 300,000 people, and it will take some time, which is why we are starting today.
And protect lives at the same time.
It's Mother Nature, and the one element that wins 100% of the time is Mother Nature.
Now, the county does say they do feel they're better prepared this time around than they have been for storms in the past. Already, they've got plans in place to alleviate a potential gas shortage, as well as plans in place to put power back on in the likely event the lights go out. Let's go now to Pinellas County, where my colleague Liz Crawford is standing by with the latest on how preparations are going there. Liz?
Well, here in Pinellas County, those evacuations will begin for Zone A tonight at 6 o'clock. And then tomorrow, we'll see the same thing with Zone B and Zone C. But as the sheriff pointed out, that doesn't mean wait until they tell you to leave. It means leave now. Beat the rush. Tomorrow, it could take you 4 hours to get to Orlando, 10 hours. We have seen it in the past. Now, here at Largo High School is one of the shelters, one of the first to open in the county. 3 are opening at 6 o'clock. I'll give you those details in just a little bit, but what the officials in this county continued to say throughout the day: have a plan and take care of one another.
Strong words Monday from leaders in Florida's most densely populated county.
But the reality is, it takes time to move a lot of people when a storm hits.
If you live in one of these storm surge areas, you need to prepare to evacuate. This is no joke. This is life-threatening storm surge.
Chris Daly has lived in the Shore Acres neighborhood in St. Petersburg for 52 years. He and the family plan to evacuate to Citrus County Tuesday.
It's just stuff, and we're going to get the items that are irreplaceable out of here and leave this little house behind.
In all his years here, only once did water get in the house. Hurricane Elena in 1985.
With the amount of storm surge that's predicted for Hurricane Ian, I don't think we can keep the water out.
But he'll try. Flood barriers and roofing tar are his go-to. It's worked for 37 years.
Roofing tar is a pain in the butt to clean up, but it's a whole lot easier to clean up roofing tar than 3 feet of water in your house.
Chris also has 5 generators and gas on hand. He gives them to neighbors and friends.
This is like a wall of water coming in, and it will come in very rapidly, very powerfully. This could push houses off of their foundation.
We can't ignore what they are telling us. So again, back out live here at Largo High School. One of the shelters opening up at 6 o'clock tonight. Let me give you that list. 6 o'clock, Ross Norton Rec Center in Clearwater, Lealman Exchange in St. Petersburg, and again here at Largo High School. The county has additional shelters that will open tomorrow at 7 a.m. Now, being out here for about 30 minutes now, we do see some people. We don't have long lines, nothing like that quite yet, but this is a pet-friendly shelter. So I've seen some people sitting in their cars with their little dogs. So certainly going to be high demand here. I'll tell you this, officials have said this in the past. They said it this morning. Shelters are a last resort. So if you have family, if you have friends, if you can make that trip tonight, go on and do it. Liz Crawford, 10 Tampa Bay.
That's good advice. And you know what? If you have a coworker that you know that lives in one of those areas, reach out, give them a call, say, hey, maybe you open your home to them.
But now is the time.